Hello, once again. As always, I log in and I have lots of inspiration points to use today. 642,000. So first things first, I have to fill in my stove. If I don't fill my stove, then I have to wait a lot of time for me to collect again the sticks and craft the tinder drills. Anyway, I'll gather my sticks. And I should probably fire some of my copper pots as well, since they have spiders. Who knows, maybe I might get an egg spider sack. By the way, since last stream we are all in the Everbloom season. You can see it on the top left side of my screen. There's a small square picture with a butterfly and flowers and a green countryside, I don't know. This season is a perfect season to start playing Salem. Why? Because you get to collect butterflies. And what's the good thing about butterflies? The good thing about butterflies is that you are able to get lots of inspiration very cheaply to start off. It's the perfect way to study if you're a newbie. So you can get most of the basic skills with almost no effort. Anyway, right now I'm going to Boston. I'll try to see if there are people there so that I can post my stream link, and I'll check for the prices of beaver meat. Well, I'll almost be there now, 5%. Okay, I'm in Boston now. Let's post my Twitch TV link. And we can start checking the price of beaver meat. Oh, by the way, today is Sunday. I might be late, but every Sunday there is supposed to be some sort of event. There's a Dog Club. Basically, it's a server-wide event where you get to fight the strongest people in Salem in a battle to the knockout. However, I suspect during one of those battles we will have a blood moon and there will be many tears. Anyway, sorry about that, I was checking some of my texts. I guess they lowered the beaver meat a little bit more. So I usually buy this at 4 silver each. But they raised the prices to 10 silver each. Then yesterday it was 7 silver each, and now it's 6 silver each. So there's nothing really I could buy. All of these little houses with blue tops are called player stalls. Those are like player markets. They can sell their stuff. And the ones in white are NPC stalls. You can use them to sell or buy certain specific items. Hi again, Colgarth. Anyway, like before, these weird statues are still here. They seem to be some sort of witch thing. Oh look, there's a game developer here. Probably he was doing some events. Let's see what happens if we check the box. It's an empty box. Let's give him a piece of acorn. He's probably hungry. Let's bow. And let's post our channel again. Anyway, let's continue with... Oh, what are these? Are these new items? This seems to be something like a printing press. I wonder if we have access to this to build them. No, we don't. That's very interesting here. It seems to be one of the things we will have really soon. Oh, anyway, there was a new addition some days ago. If you go to the graveyard, you will come across a golden paved road. And if you follow this golden paved road... Oh, look, Aztec is over here. I wonder what he's doing. Anyway, you follow the gold paved road and you come across this guy, or should I say old guy. Anyway, you can choose to walk the road or you can just step on the grass. I like to step on the grass. He seems to be a time guy. He has a robe and a staff. You check the time, and these are the top players. Not top players, but people who have played the most time. I've only played 98 days. In order to get to the top 10, you have to play for a lot of time. And as a reward, you get white hair. Right now I have black hair. I am very young, as you can see. I mean my character. There are some people who have played 207 days. That's about 50% of the server time. And, well, that's the new NPC. You can come here to check how much time you've played. Could be just for fun. Anyway, I have to go back to do my chores. So let's go home. Let's tap that rubber foot. Oh right, I was talking about events. There is the dog fight, where you get to fight people from all the server. And there is a canoe race, where you get to race around, well, not all around Providence or Boston, but just part. You see the rivers on my minimap, you get to pass through those areas. There is also the frog race. You get to you get a frog, you go to the frog race area and you release the frog. Depending on your luck, I guess. You can either win or lose. You get some fun items every Sunday. So I am supposed to raise my faith and wisdom right now. Oh, and I'm supposed to take time off how much time I'm streaming. Okay, so first things first, I'm cheap, so I like to collect my acorns to eat in order to regain black bile. Also, on Sundays, there's a special event for witches and for non-witches. For witches, you get to go to, I think, Island of Nod or something, and you get to talk about witch stuff. And for non-witches, you have mass. So basically, you go to the church, and depending on your participation, you get to get some special items. For example, one of the items I got was a priest cape. I'll show it to you. It's here. So you see my cape now. Let's take off my backpack and my cape. You get a very nice cape. It has a cross. It's so religious. And my priest cape has 0 difficulty. I put a thistle on it, and I made it even more valuable. Who knows, I might sell it or use it one day. Or maybe I could give it away. Maybe when I get more viewers. Okay, back to what I was going to do. I was going to eat some food before studying. So I got my acorns. I will get some corn. Why corn? Because I like to make roasted corn on the cob. It's an awesome regeneration food and very cheap to make. So I go to the crafting menu, then I click on the food menu, and I click on the corn menu. I get roasted corn on the cob. And I just hit craft all. And while I craft, I can eat everything. Oh, let's put on some music. There, more relaxing. And let's activate the auto eat function. So we just have to right click on the objects and it eats by itself. It's easier because I am lazy to be able to just go through the whole menu many times. And I'm out of corn. So fast. But I regained a lot of black bile and a lot of my phlegm. By the way, on yesterday's stream, which is on YouTube and on Twitch as well, I was mining part of level 8 and I already found black rock. So that means we are very close to the last level of the mining system. Now it's either luck or no luck. We can force our way to the 9th level or we can wait it out and have a little bit more chance of getting to the 9th level. Okay, I was studying a pillow. I'll study a Ghost Rider as well. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot to deactivate my eat thing, and I ate my Ghost Rider. It doesn't matter, I have many, so let's study one. We get this really cool song. And I'm also getting some of these cabbage cores. These cabbage cores are 59 to 60%. I use them to feed my worms. I'm rotating worms. So I have some worms on my compost bin. Then I take them out and replace them with the new ones. I like to feed worms this way. I have an urn, and I just keep many worms on one side. Then I put all the food on the other side. Of course, there are more effective ways to feed your worms. More effective ways also in terms of time, which involves using some of these chests. You just place them and you can have a worm eat from all directions. Anyway, also, for those of you who didn't plant your yellow rose yet, I planted mine maybe a week ago, and I'm still waiting on it. One more thing I should study is a kite, just once. And also one big autumn mask. These are very easy to make, and I should study them once. Studying them twice is a waste in terms of time because it's a difficult item to craft. Well, not difficult, but you require many materials. And I was going to study a tumbleweed as well. I forgot my tumbleweed. Where could I get a tumbleweed? Maybe in one of my sheds. No tumbleweed here, but we have 3 domestic turkeys. That's perfect because I just consumed my last monogrammed pillow, so I can craft any one. Let's craft one. Craft inspiration pillow. And craft button. It consumes 1 sea island cloth, that's a tier 3 cotton cloth, and 6 feathers. If you use, instead of the normal feathers, you use the hydroki feathers, those are the darkness turkeys, you can make a different inspirational. You make a blue pillow instead. Anyway, I have tons of tumbleweeds here. Yeah, here. And I also have these plucked turkeys. I noticed I have some compost bins that need filling. Oh look, this is a leaf bed. My precious alt sleeps here. I also get the option to sleep. But I probably can't sleep. So I have this compost bin that's, well, it's full, but it needs some food inside. Let's fill it up. You should fill it up to 60 points. Yep, 60 points. Now that I have studied the basic inspirationals for faith and wisdom, I should study 2 crucifixes, I guess. Let's do 3. And the rest are roses, so I should study a full set of roses. Why roses, you might ask? Like I mentioned in almost every single video I've made so far, roses give a lot of faith and wisdom. They give 1300. And they just consume 2100 inspiration. However, after studying them many times, you see 5400 inspiration and then 6500 inspiration. At this point, they don't go up any higher. So if I study them again, they still consume 6500 inspiration. Now, if I divide 1375 over 66,525, I get 0.21. That's the ratio of points I get per inspiration. And that's very good actually. So it's actually worth it to study roses since they are very easy to craft. It's you could call them they're a spammable inspirational. The upside is that I also get herbs and sprout levels, so I can plant them even more. So I ran out of roses, but I have even more roses to collect, so let's go collect some roses. I'll probably get 40 liters. Okay, all of those pots over there are mine. So I won't collect them all because I don't have the space to store them all. And let's activate the easy pick. So I just right click the pots and they collect by themselves. If I open my inventory, you can see I am getting, oh, just 3 or 4 each one. Sometimes I get more. My only problem in this area is that my compost bins have no food. Let's check how much humus we have. We need 20 humus. So let's count. Here's 4, 8, 10. 4, 8, 10. That's probably enough. And we should probably take these worms and just put them on the compost bin. They might be able to produce 1 humus. So I clicked on the humus, then I shift and right click on the pots. I like to position them this way because it's a very effective way to very fastly fill your pots. You don't have to be clicking all around the map. You just click and click and click, click. Very simple. Actually, I got 1 humus extra. Anyway, now I have water. Again, right click, right click, right click. It's a very fast and easy process. With high returns, because I will end up studying this and hopefully I will be getting the lucky skill. Unless I die, of course. So now just planting flowers, same like the humus, I just left click on the flower. Then while holding down the shift key, I right click on every single pot. And I'm done. Don't forget that I posted on my Salem thread where I stream that you can join me on TeamSpeak. Yeah, the address is ts.knoc.org. You can join me right now and we can talk, or you can ask me any questions you have regarding the game. You might learn a couple of things. Anyway, I came back with all these roses. We can store them on the shed. And it's actually this season we might be able to find some bears, so let's try to walk around the city. Sometimes we find a bear and I feel like killing 1 bear. I need some bear meat. I need bear cuts and bear steaks. So I got my adventurer's rapier. Hahaha. And I'll put it in my pocket, just in case. I don't want to have it on my main inventory. Oh, I should probably finish studying my... I'll do the studying later. I'll walk around right now. Also, you've seen on my sheds that I have a lot of wood chips, so I should probably get to do some farming today as well. And I mentioned that I wanted to turn on my copper pots, which I forgot. I have such a short-term memory. Whoop, let's kill a spider. We can boil the spider. You should try, if you're a newbie and you can kill spiders, I would recommend you to do at least 1 to 2 full copper pots of... Oh, the cricket attacked me? That's weird. Anyway, if you're a newbie, I recommend that you hunt spiders, if you can kill them, that is, and boil them. There is a chance... Well, if you do maybe 2 full copper pots every day, there is a chance that you might get a spider egg sac. That's basically the same as a lace, you know, the decorative lace that you use to slot items. And you can sell those for pretty expensive, probably around 2,000 or maybe more. I'd say around 2,000 silver for one. When I was needing money, I sold about 5 of those. It's very worth it to hunt spiders. Oh, and you can use the silk and bones to craft this inspirational called... It's in French, so fleurs du mal. I don't know, I don't really speak French. Oh look, we got a system message. Mass begins in 45 minutes. Listen to for the bells of Providence and come to report your sins. If you go to Mass, there is a chance that you might, like I said before, get some special items. And yes, Fleur du Mal equals evil flowers. It's similar to Spanish actually. Mal means evil or bad. They're like the bad flowers. Anyway, let's continue our way, and we didn't find any bears here. I was hoping to find a bear. That's one of the reasons why I don't like paving a city. Of course, paved cities look really nice. It's probably very nice for beginners too, to pave your city. But in my case, paving cities just makes the game more difficult. You want to have terrain, you want to have different colors in your city. Why? Because certain animals spawn there. For example, in this orange terrain and that green terrain that I'm trying to take around the whole city, you get to spawn spiders, deer, and bears. And, well, at least for me, that's pretty useful. Also, one thing you should know, the terrain updates faster if you have active players around it. Well, not only the terrain, but I think you also have a chance for animals to spawn if you are very active. So what else do we have? I don't think we have anything else there. Okay, so we didn't find a bear, but at least I got 4 spiders, which I will boil. So let's get to the spider boiling. To boil the spider, well, first I want to store my sword. Okay. So first you need a torch. Torches are very easy to craft. And I recommend you get one of these acorn bushes. Why? Because they produce leaves. And, you know, leaves are very useful as tinder. So if you ever if your torch ever runs out, you can just collect the leaves, click and right click, and you fill them. Then you have a 100% filled up torch. Anyway, let's check our pots. Oh look, perfect, 4 spots here. We unequip our weapon or anything we have on our hands, and we light up the torch, and we put it in our hands, and we are shining. So we know this first spot we can light it up, so we grab our torch and we light our pot. Let's check these other pots. There are 6 spiders there, but yeah, why not? Let's light it up. What about this other pot? Just spider silk, really. We shouldn't light that up. You cannot cook spider silk. One trick for newbies, You've probably seen some crabs walking around Boston or near the beach. If you put your crabs in your fireplace, not in the pot, but inside the fireplace, they will be cooked into king crabs. They give 5 to 25 phlegm for gluttony. So if you find one, you can just put it there. They cook really fast, I think. Maybe. Anyway, continuing. Let's check out this farm over here. This here is a rotating farm. Why rotating farm? Because you are able to produce tier 3 of every single crop. So the farming system changed a bit, and I explained it on a previous video, but I'll explain it again. So first I'll harvest my crops. I'll probably get some wheat and either barley or rye. Yeah, I got rye and wheat. So let's check this out. We have... Oh, I have to raise a lot of influence on the pumpkin. I probably made a mistake there. Let's get one piece of humus because we are at 20% upkeep. We put the humus inside. And now we can plant pumpkin. So I have some pumpkin seeds over in my seed chest. Yeah, I have 25 pumpkin seeds. So let's put the pumpkin seeds. Okay. Now we have influence of 100. However, we want our pink bar, that's the 4th bar for pumpkin, to go all the way to 100. Every time you plant something, the bar will go up by 5 points. So it means that 100% it will go to 80 points. If you do 200%, it will go up to 85 points. And so on. So how many points do we need for this to go to 100? We probably need 500% influence. It's going to be hard, but thanks to the new update, we might be able to get there. Let's try it out. For this, we just need hay. So let's check if I have some hay here before collecting any. Let's put this here, rye. Now let's go collect some hay. By collecting hay stacks, you have a chance to get a needle, which is a very powerful piercing artifact. Which you can sell also for, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000. Some people really need it and they pay a lot more. Oh, I got too much hay. Anyway, the first piece of hay gives you a lot of influence. See, 110. So we're already at 210 influence. Let's put a bunch more. Let's not count. Actually, let's count. This is our second hay, and this is our third hay. Now, at this point, it is suggested that you use one piece of wood chip, because the wood chip will use 5% upkeep. However, in this case, since I want to make the most out of influence, it's not advised. So normally you put a wood chip, not in this case. 5%. We need to get influence to 500%. Will we make it? I think we made it. 476. And yeah, 512. However, we did not get any plenty bonus or speed bonuses. And pumpkins take almost a week to mature into level 3 pumpkins. And that's how I'll get my ghost riders. So I'll get some turkey droppings. Turkey droppings no longer take out upkeep. However, they give some plenty influence and speed bonuses. Since I've used a bunch of hay, the bonuses won't be as great, but whatever, let's use them. 6% speed. Oh, they just give speed and plenty. Anyway, our speed is at 134%. That might take out 1 day from harvesting. So that was worth it. Also, why do we want to always tend our fields? Because they can raise in purity. You see, this field has 21 purity, and this field has 20 purity. They're very low actually, 35 purity. I should probably harvest more, but I don't have any storage for them. Anyway, we can do this one. Cabbage, it's at 90. We want to make this cabbage get to 100. Those fields with the first 2 bars, they are what I use for tier 3 cotton. Why tier 3 cotton? There's a basic rule. If you want tier 3 cotton, you need 2 full bars before. If you want tier 3 pumpkin, you need 2 full bars before. If you need tier 3 cabbage, you need 2 full bars before. Well, at least that's how I see it. It's the simplest way to see it. So for this we need 1 piece of humus and 1 piece of hay. Now that hay is so overpowered, with 1 piece of hay you are able to get more than 200% influence. Oh, here, let's get 1 wood chopping, because you always want to keep the upkeep to the lowest point possible. So we put 1 humus, we plant our cabbage, we put our hay, and we put our wood choppings. There, that's a nice harvest there. This field is ready to produce tier 3 cabbage. However, I don't really need cabbage right now, but I'll just plant it because I need to raise the purity of the fields. So let's put in 1 piece of humus, let's plant our cabbage. You see our seeds are 24%, and the current purity of the field is 17.99, so let's imagine it's 18%. You usually want to use seeds that are at least 1% higher than the current purity of the farm, so that it goes up. If not, there is no guaranteed chance that you will get an increase in purity on the farm. So we should probably use 3 pieces of hay right now. So we collect 3 pieces of hay. We should probably get 1 wood chipping as well. So we put 1, 2, 3, and our wood chippings. Since we are at 85, we want 300 influence. Oh, we actually made it to 300 influence. That's interesting. So let's put some poop on the farm, just to make the speed faster and increase the plenty, although I don't really need plenty for cabbage. But why not? I mean, if I don't use my turkey poop, I will have too much poop on my sheds. And that's just bad for my health. Who wants to have items covered in poop anyway? So, speed 142, 120, 123. Just care for the speed really, I just want to raise the purity of the farm itself. Let's store this, and well, I got 1 worm from that compost bin, so let's put it in the turkey coop. Oh, let's craft some food. This is one of my favorite types of food. It's really good for beginners. Actually, it's especially good for beginners, and also for those who want to specialize in fighting. So let's grab a bunch of green cabbage. How do you get green cabbage? That's a tier 2 cabbage. Well, now with the farm buff, it's extremely easy to get green cabbage. You just need hay. Anyway, you need a field filled up with the blue bar, that is the third bar of cotton. So you have to plant, if you want green cabbage, you need a farm with cotton, and just raise the influence all the way to until the blue bar gets full. Then you just plant cabbage and, I don't know, do plenty, and you should be able to get tier 2 cabbage, green cabbage in this case. There is another type of tier 2 cabbage called white cabbage, but that's for another use. Right now I'm going to my other area. Oh, I should probably take along some purity humus. Okay. So many newbies don't really know the importance of mushrooms. Mushrooms actually help you a lot. My preference goes towards lobster mushrooms. These are the lobster mushrooms. Let's pick them up to see what they look like. They look like this. Lobster mushrooms have a very, very big multiplier when it goes towards blood and yellow bile. And you know, those are the fighting stats of the game. So first things first, let's replant our lobster mushrooms. Oh, I need water. I need to water the pots first. I like how mushrooms grow, however, they are mushrooms. They shouldn't be grown on pots. They should be grown some other way. They look really funny, right? Like flowers. Anyway, if you're also trying to raise a combat alt, or if you really want to become stronger and you don't really care about your phlegm or black bile, or if you just want some gluttoning food, I highly recommend getting lobster mushrooms. And of course, why not, you also need radish. Let's replant some radish. You always want to have the stock ready. Okay, so I'll open my backpack, and right now I don't want to deal with lavender bluets or sugar caps. I just want my lobster mushrooms. So let's see, here's the light. Let's look towards the light. We hit the craft button and then the food button and go to mushrooms, actually fungus. There is a recipe here that I really like. It's called shroom legume salad. It requires 2 mushrooms, 2 leaf of green cabbage, and 1 radish. Out of every head of green cabbage head, you usually get 6 leaves of green cabbage. Anyway, mushrooms. If you hover the mouse on mushrooms and you're using the Latikai client, you can see the multipliers on each mushroom. The best one for fighting, of course, is lobster mushroom. There are better ones for either only yellow or only blood. However, they are poisonous. And the process becomes longer because you have to boil them to remove the poison. However, lobster mushrooms are not poisonous, and that's the beauty of them. For this recipe to work, you just need the mushrooms to be to have purity. You do not need purity on the radish, and you do not need purity on the green cabbage. So let's try crafting one. We need to open a head of green cabbage, and we hit the craft button. We are using 39% mushrooms, and we get one piece of food that gives us 62 to 80 points. Imagine, they are so easy to make, and each one of these gives you 62 to 80 points. It's perfect for newbies. How did I click all of the same items in your bag? I'll show you right now. If you Alt and Shift and click on the item, you get all of the same items transferred from one place to another. Your backpack or to a box. And if you just Shift and scroll wheel, you can scroll them out and you can scroll them in. However, be careful when using the Control key. This happened to me many times. Instead of holding Shift Alt, I held Control Alt. And what happens if I hold Control Alt? I drop them all to the floor and I have to pick them up again. And some items disappear once on the floor, for example, earthworm pythons. Anyway, I'll craft one more shroom legume salad and one more. So for every head of green cabbage, we are able to get 3 shroom legume salads. They're excellent for fighting. We should probably collect one more piece of radish. Let's water it. And let's replant. So we can do another shroom legume salad. We craft. Actually, we can just click craft all. And we have materials to do 2 more shroom legume salads. Let's craft 2 more. There's 1 and there's 2. So imagine just using these shroom legume salads. We have 8, and each one of these gives you 63 to 80 points. That's quite a lot for newbies. Oh, someone was talking to me. I didn't see them. It always happens to me. And one of my town members is telling me if I've seen the new Darkened Bear. It's basically a bear, but a darkness bear. He says it's scary. Well, he didn't say it's scary. He said it's very mean. I'm curious about it. I hope one doesn't spawn near my city. Oh, cabbage cores. They're basically unusable. You can feed them either to your worms or to your compost bins. So now that we crafted some shroom legume salads, we should store them. So let's store our buckets. Actually, we should probably fill up some buckets in Boston. Let's go store our stuff first. But before going there, we have to finish raising our proficiency. We have some shroom legume salads here. Oh, and one thing. If you plant tons of mushrooms and tons of mushrooms, you have a very high chance of getting these spooky red caps. They are not poisonous, I think, and they restore 30% mushrooms by 90%. Why do you want to keep this? Because shroom legume salads lower by 25% on a 15% chance. So you could use shroom legume salad many times, and then one spooky red cap to restore. If not, you can just use other items to restore. There are several foods that will help you restore mushrooms. Anyway, we want to finish raising our herbs and sprouts, so we should study some spiders, but not the spiders that I fight. I study these other spiders called giant willow aphids. You can very easily find this one if you're a newbie and you're just picking up if you're picking up logs, rotten logs on the floor. So I studied 2 of those, and I'll probably study 2 of these curious Indian corns. It's always a good idea to raise a proficiency bar once it is past 50%. Why? Because you still get 1 point. It's worth it. So I studied 2 sunflowers, and I should probably also raise my sugar and spice bar since it's past 50%. Sugar and spice is really good for gluttony. It helps you reduce the times. My sugar and spice is kind of low, so the effect will be very minimal. Brilliant honeydew is perfect for this. Okay, so I studied 1 brilliant honeydew. I'd studied 2, but those are not so common. However, what I do have that is common are gingerbread men. You get gingerbread men very easily when cooking on... Actually, when making stuff like cookies. Yeah, you get a gingerbread man out of cookies. Now, where are my gingerbread men? Did I study all of them? Did I really study all of them? Oh, I think I studied all of them. That's not good. I studied all of my gingerbread men. I have to make more later. Let's check these sheds. Yep. No more gingerbread men. No more gingerbread man. Oh no. That means I have to get another item to raise my sugar and spice. One of my town members loves to get lard. Oh, someone is messaging me. Hey Sipo, what kind of artifacts did you put into the mining set? On the mining set. Let's go take a look at the mining set. However, I want to raise my sugar and spice first. So let's try to look for some sort of inspirational that will raise my sugar and spice. Oh look, this Ghost Rider will do. And then probably some minor... Oh. And now a straight chestnut. Actually, let's do something. Let's go to Boston. Let's fill our buckets. Let's post the Twitch TV link, and let's go looking for 1 straight chestnut. I think it's straight chestnut, right? That will raise sugar and spice. So very soon I will go check the artifacts that I put on the mining set. Just remember that if you want to make clothes, you need a good tailor. you see that certain items have difficulty of 25 all the way to 0. 0, if you do a 25 difficulty item, why is it sort of dark? Why is it getting dark? No! No, run away! It's getting dark! Let's run away really fast. It's dangerous if it gets dark. That means witches are doing something. Well, I'm joking, they're not doing something, but you know, darkness in general is fun to be scared at. So let's craft inspirational toys and let's do a grass whistle. We need a piece of autumn grass, which is here, and one reed. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I forgot to fill up the bucket. And there's a beaver here. I would kill them, but I won't, because I'm such a scaredy cat. However, I like killing spiders. Anyway, I know it got dark. There is sort of like a mini event in the church right now. I will go take a look at it. But first I need to fill up my buckets of water. I like to fill them up on the... Actually, I could have filled them on the ocean. Okay, let's fill them up on the well. It's actually faster to fill them up in a river, but not many people have a river close by. And let's go inside the church. To go inside the church, you need affluence. Oh, there's not many people. So let's go to the podium and let's type something. Hello, mass friends. Come watch my stream at this address. Okay, my not friends. Come watch my stream. Actually, only 2 people here are my friends. So you filthy peasants, come watch my stream. Okay, so now to the mining set. Let's teleport home. It's very dark right now. Oh, we should probably raise our faith and wisdom. So I am at 427 faith and wisdom. Yeah, it got very dark. Let's make this fun. Since it got dark, we need a torch. If not, how are we going to see? Luckily, my house is not dark. We have electricity. Okay, I don't need this grass whistle, so I drop it on the ground. I'll check this here. This here. Let's put this spider here. Okay. Let's put my halberd in my pocket. And let's go to check my mine equipment. Are you a nerd, mate? I don't know if I'm a nerd, am I? Maybe I am, because in school I got called a nerd. Or maybe I was. So, Hase kebab. Are you a kebab? Never. In PvP. Oh, I have my alt, but it's secret so far. It's been in a couple of fights. So this is my mining gear. Oh, bad thing. Let's check if the pumpkin is turned on. Yeah, the pumpkin is on, so it's okay. Let's change clothes. I have to unequip something. What am I missing here? Oh, I have my mushrooms here. Actually, I don't need these mushrooms anymore, so let's eat them. I was going to use them for some food, but I like my lobster mushrooms. Okay, so this is my mining gear. We have a steel pickaxe, because you want to mine as fast as possible. And we usually use mid-level items for gear, for normal gear, like weaving sets, mining set, alloying set. You just need mid-level gear. What is mid-level gear? Like pants that have 3 slots, boots with 3 slots, the stole, 3 slot scapes, 3 slot hats, usually the fisherman set. And fine pantaloons, because they're easy to craft. Where you want end game clothes, that's for the feasting set, because you can get almost like, actually you can get to 1000 feasting. Anyway, what do I slot here? I slot them in this order. I slot first a bone beadwork, then a polished leather beadwork, and then a glass beadwork. To finish it up, I use a dead spider. So let's take a look at the fisherman hat. Oh, sometimes it's good to finish with a glass beadwork, because it's the most difficult item to make. And if you make many, it could be expensive. Let's check what it takes to make glass beadwork. 5 glass panes and 2 silks, so that's 1000 silver for 1 artifact. Kind of expensive. Anyway, this mining set is complete for what we define as mid-level. Oh, it's not complete actually. The jacket is not finished. But we have 561 mining plus 154 productivity, that's like 700 mining. And 125 common combat defense in case you get any bats. So it's a good enough set, we don't need anything fancier. Oh, now it is very dark. Why is it so dark outside? It's really dark. Luckily, I have my torch, which is off right now. But there's a pumpkin here, so let's turn on the torch. Okay, and let there be light. We have light. So the game is usually not this dark. It's just a special occasion. Special occasion, not location. I do not have the halberd equipped, so I had to do a roundhouse kick. Like this. If I do a stomp, it also does lots of damage. Anyway, almost everything is too dark. Should we go to the church or should we continue being productive? Let's take this way. I don't like when it's too dark. There's a hot... Okay, for newbies who are using the Latikai client. And... Oh, mass begins in 5 minutes. I guess we can go to mass for a bit. Anyway, for those of you who do not like this darkness and you are using a modded client, you can press Ctrl N and it will automatically become lighter. So look, everything is so shiny at night. It's weird. It's darkness, but we have a clear, light blue sky. Let's put in a dead spider here. Oh, let's explain this fireplace. How does it work? We have two bars, the one on the left and the one on the right, the orange one and the red one. The red one means the hotness of the fireplace. The one on the right, that is. The one on the left, the orange one, is the fuel left. If you want to increase the fuel, you just put branches. So that's it. Very easy. Whenever you get an autumn grass, it's a good idea to put them in your hay piles. I have a torch. Let's get some fuel for the torch and let's head to the church. Okay, that's enough tinder. And let's teleport. I wonder, can you teleport while sitting down? No, you can't. You cannot travel while mounted. That's funny. I am mounted on the chair. Let's check our current streaming time. Okay, we can stream for about 40 more minutes. Oh, there's so many people here. Look, some people have their mining helmet. Let's put this here. Whoop. Look, there's Brona. Brona is like a Brona. Let's jump to Brona. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's weird. If I jump... Okay, that's better. I thought it turned off. See? I hit him. And it's off. Now I move and it's on. Funny. Let's go check out the church. Let's sit next to Lilith. The golden hat and the black hat. With a candy cane. I also have a candy cane. So what are they doing here? Oh look, there's Darwoth. So everyone is sitting down here. Let's see. Hello, Darwoth, my friend. And there is the alt. So separate from each other. To get into a church, you could probably try slotting a sterling geode. More people arriving. Look at all those faces. So ugly faces. With their mask. Ariana has invited you to become her king. Let's accept. There she is. Or he. Or it. Hi. Who is this? You are one of the best. Yeah, I think so. Thank you. Yes, Aztec is my friend. Where are you from? Italia. Parlo un po' di italiano. Yay! Oh, someone is breaking roses and they said yay. So it seems... Oh, there's Pilgrim. What is Pilgrim doing here? This is a strange appearance of him. So many players in this Sunday Mass. Yes, witches are gathering. So the rest of the people gather in church. Good evening, Providence. And Boston. So let's see. Makes sense. Sucks that newbies can't get in though. Actually, they can get in. You just need one sterling geode and slot it into one of your pieces of clothing. You need affluence to get inside the church. Wow, more people are coming inside the church. Someone invited me to become their king. Let's accept. Oh, it's Colgarth. Hello, Colgarth. Can you read what is said when the sermon starts? Yes, I can read it. Or I can make my text bigger. Which do you prefer? So, as we approach the official release, we are reminded of the dangerous nature of this world we live in. And someone in the church is sick. Anyway, just today we lost 2 of our brothers. May they rest in peace. I wonder who died. People are saying so sad. Rest in peace. The priest says, never again will they know the kiss of the sun upon their smiling faces. The rolling bead of sweat from a hard day's work. And I will type, who died? Oh look, there are 2 crickets inside the church. The crickets have a very special dance. If you check out my YouTube channel, I have 2 dances made by the cricket. And they have a special song to them. It lasts about 10 or 20 seconds, I'm not sure. Oh, Condor died? Let's read this. Condor and Relemai died. Oh, Relemai was very far into the game. That's sad. Anyway, Condor. I knew Condor was a criminal. I had him tagged as a criminal. And I told everyone that Condor was a criminal, but nobody believed me. Let's see where Condor is. Condor. See, I have him marked as purple and it says in Spanish that he steals. Anyway. Condor. I knew Condor was a criminal. How did Relemai die? Yeah, Darwoth asked as well, how did Relemai die? He was a pretty stout veteran. Let's ask Pilgrim. How did Relemai die? Anyway, let their tales be of caution. That's what the priest is saying. Someone invited me to become their king. Let's check out who this is. Wow. Chuck Silver. Who is Chuck Silver? Let's see. Hijack silver. Who is this? Anyway, the priest is saying, "It's true, there is something to be said for the means of living that involves harming others. But even if it weren't a blade, it could have also been a natural hazard of the lumber woods. The rolling kraken reaching out the depths to suck them below the waves." I don't really understand that. Oh. Nice to meet you then, Jack Silver. Oh, how did I get my hat? That's an interesting question. I got my hat doing crime. I found a lean-to and I looted it. However, be careful on crime, as most of the time it means certain death. Happy face. Well, why did I loot the lean-to I found the hat in? I believe the lean-to belonged to a dev. I looted it and also got a goat mask. Anyway, what happens in church? Basically, the priest calls upon any of the listeners to talk about something related to the game, usually to teach you something. And in the end, after you've said something that is not trolling, you get a special gift. That's how I got my priest cape. Nice to meet you too. Feel free to kin me if you want. Yeah, my viewers can't see what is being said, so that's actually something really good. Let's increase the size of our text. So it should be bigger now. Kukuritiards. Kukuritiards. Uritiards. So nice to meet you, Kukuritiards. So yeah, I made it the biggest. No, let's make it 20. Okay. Just cuckoo. Okay, cuckoo. Okay, I made the text as big as possible, so you might be able to read it. By the way, I'm streaming at 480p now, so the streaming should be smoother. Before I was streaming at 540p, but YouTube only accepts up to 480p, so I didn't see much point in doing 540p. I cannot do HD because my connection is not as fast. And someone is asking me, how do you increase text size like that? I have Ender client, should I have another? It's not a question of whether you should or should not have another. I use the Latikai client. You can find the Latikai client in the forums under the Artifice and Arcana thread or topic. Anyway, if anyone has any questions about any aspect of the game, you can ask me, like Atretius is. So why do you prefer that to Ender? I prefer Latikai's client because Latikai is from my town, so we can get... well, he actually plays... he's more advanced in the game than Ender. So I don't know, I just prefer Latikai's client. Also, Latikai's client shows you your current madness level on the top right next to the mask. As you can see, I am at number 1 madness level. That's the lower madness level. And Latikai client also has some other stuff, like if you go to the Latikai area of the options, I don't know if you've seen my farms on my town. They have pretty big crops. Instead of having many small crops, I use just one crop. It's better for me to differentiate, better for me to easily differentiate which crop is which. And I can see at which growth level they are at. Hi, Cham. Cham. What is Cham? Anyway, let's see. So many people in church today. It's the first time I've seen so many people in church today. And a cricket. A giant cricket. Oh, it seems Pilgrim wants to say some words. The old Pilgrim with white hair. Again, if you want to join me on TeamSpeak, you can come to this address. So let's see what Pilgrim says. To become old not white, it is important to smoke the hookah daily and tobacco in between, whether needed or not. Never leave the safety of Providence or your town. Work hard every day and cheech often. What's cheech? Stay free of darkness, and playing music is always a good idea as well. As you get wider with age, it becomes more important to not make mistakes of leaving safety. That's right. So everyone, it's very I advise you a lot that you do not wander into the wilderness alone. There's usually people who want to knock you out and steal your stuff, or kill you. Wise words, indeed. Okay, so why do you have 3 madness levels and you sleep with a teddy bear and you smoke 4 tobaccos and use a hookah and you're still at 3 madness? JC, that is John Carver, the game developer, mentioned that the lower, something similar to that, like the lower insanity you have, the less chance you have to go down a level while smoking. So I don't know, that's kind of weird. If you sleep with a teddy bear, you have to sleep for at least 8 hours to have the chance, not guaranteed, but to have the chance to lower a madness level.
User joined your channel.
Oh, someone came on TeamSpeak. It's Atretius. Hello, Atretius, or how do you pronounce your name?
Atreides.
Atreides. Anyway, I guess it can fail. It's not guaranteed, or it would be very easy. It depends on a formula. It's a little bit more complicated than just use it and get cured. And if you sleep with a teddy bear, just remember 8 hours.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's sit here. Let's go against the wall. Okay, so as you all know, we are very close to the official release day of Salem. I really don't know when the day is going to be. Let me check. June the 19th. So June 19th, that's next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday. That's what JC defined as the tentative release date. And it will coincide with the launch of the first expedition. So that day we will have a new server called Expeditions. That server is going to be reset every few months, but it's more hardcore PvP, so you have more of a chance to die. Yeah, so what will happen on June 19th? I have no idea. Oh, you are also at 3 madness. Kinda hard for newer peeps to lower it, but it's easy to gain. So how did you gain your madness levels?
I think by just playing, staying online, farming and shit.
Okay, someone's spamming items, but I heard. Just playing, yeah. You should try to study items every once in a while, or plant pots, or do stuff that might lower your insanity levels. For example, every day I study so many items, so I believe my insanity level stays really low.
Yeah, I haven't gained any since the first day, but the first day was kind of confusing as to what was going on because every couple hours something changed. So
Yes, so the best thing to do is just study and eat, and hopefully that will leave your levels down. And to remove madness levels, you probably need to smoke tobacco.
the psychotic episodes are kind of amusing once you understand that it's a psychotic episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Because some of them can actually knock you out, which happened to me.
Yeah, some psychotic episodes not only knock you out, but make you lose your inventory. And what are they getting on the barrel? They're probably getting some cookies. Cookie and a cup of berry juice. Oh, a cup of berry juice. Let's get in line then after they all have been in line. I wonder if he will run out of items. He or she, or it, or both, or animal. Who knows? Ha! I took you out. Let's get on the cricket. Oh, when we're on the cricket is oh, no, he stomped me out of the cricket. We are on the cricket. Let's run. Actually, if there is time, let me check how the time is. I can make the cricket dance. Oh, we don't have time. We have like some minutes left. Let's go right now. So we are outside of the church. We'll be back very soon. It's still dark. Oh, what is this? Seaweed. Let's go near the beach. Is there anyone in Fight Club? Oh, the drums, the drums. I remember when I was... what was I doing the other day? Why do I have a timer for streaming, you ask? That's a very good question. I like to upload my streams to YouTube, and YouTube accepts maximum up to 2 hours of video, so I don't do more than 2 hours of streaming, just because I like to upload these videos to YouTube to have for future reference. I could stream more if you want. I mean, I don't know if you will all see. Okay, what I'm trying to do right now, just going up and down, is to activate the cricket dance. That's how I got it before. And I'm not getting it again. I wonder if I can still make it back to the church to get some cookies. Okay, let's do this one last time. If I don't get the dance, then I'm going back to the church. No dance. Let's go back to the church. It's very dark. But there's lots of seaweed. Should I pick up the seaweed? Yeah, I'll pick up the seaweed. Seaweed is actually very good for compost bins, from what I've heard. So all this seaweed will help me fill up my compost bins. And I'm back. Oh, someone was murdered in the canoe event. That's what I wanted to know. Anyway, well, we get the details on how they died. I'll stop. Well, I will not stop. I will. Oh, someone put a link. Someone put a link. Condor Scalp. It's a link of the scalp, just 1,200 points. Anyway, I want to upload what I played today so far on YouTube, so I will stop the stream and start it again. And yes, you can friend me. So I'll stop the broadcast, and after like 2 seconds, I'll start it back again. So don't leave.